You did not arrive at these words by chance, Virgo. Nothing you are about to hear has been woven at random in the loom of the universe. You have been guided here by invisible currents, as one who is carried by a secret river in the night. This message unfolds before you because higher forces, those that whisper in dreams and manifest through signs your heart already recognizes, have decided to place it before you at this precise moment. Do you feel it? This is not a simple text. It is a mirror reflecting what your soul already knew in silence. Today the stars and the cards show me that your path is not simple, but it is full of profound revelations. The first card that rises before you is the moon, symbol of hidden secrets, of shadows surrounding you, and of voices that try to confuse you. Virgo, there are people around you who do not celebrate your light. Instead, they feel uncomfortable because it reminds them of the darkness they have not yet transformed within themselves. They wear masks, they smile, but inside they hide intentions that are not always pure. Who are they? Your intuition already perceives them, even if your rational mind tries to deny it. This time asks for your attention, Virgo. The tarot shows chains, not around your hands, but around your trust. Chains of doubt placed there by others with words disguised as advice, with silences full of judgment, with gestures that attempt to diminish your essence. Will you continue to give them that power? Or will you recognize that the universe is telling you, break free, the time has come? And here is where your first decree emerges, Virgo. Repeat it out loud, write it down, feel it deep within your chest. I break the chains of doubt and reclaim the freedom of my spirit. This decree is sacred and you may repeat it whenever fear tries to return. Say it with strength, say it with conviction, say it until your skin feels it as truth. Virgo, although the warning is clear about hidden enemies, the card of justice also reveals itself. She appears with her sword and her scales, reminding you that no act goes unanswered, that what is sown always returns multiplied, and that those who have wished for your downfall will face their own shadows. You do not need revenge. The universe itself will be your defender. Your task is not to fight them, but to raise your vibration so high that nothing born from envy or resentment can touch you. In the midst of this path, a luminous promise arises: abundance. I see in your cards the presence of the sun, radiating strength, clarity, and new opportunities. Despite the storm, there is an opening approaching, a change that will feel miraculous. Were you waiting for it? Yes, and it will arrive sooner than you imagine. But the sun also asks for courage, because it does not shine for those who hide. It shines for those who choose to show their face, open their hands, and declare, I am ready to receive. And here I give you a phrase I want you to write in the comments as a symbol of your faith and commitment. I am ready to open myself to positive change. By writing it, you will be decreeing to the universe that your heart does not fear the turn that is coming, that you accept transformation and trust divine justice. And at the same time, Virgo, I invite you, as a way of thanking the universe for these signs, to give a like to this message. Do it not only as support, but as a pact with yourself, that every time you choose to give thanks, you also open yourself to receive more sacred messages, more light, more guidance. For the universe responds to those who know how to honor what they receive. Now, Virgo, let me speak to you about what lies ahead in your life more generally. In love, there are trials. If you are in a relationship, you will feel the universe placing a mirror in front of you both. It is not a time for blame, but for recognizing whether you still walk in the same direction. Passion can be reignited if both decide to feed the flame, but if one of you has silently given up, separation may be inevitable. Painful. Yes, but necessary for your expansion. If you are single, do not rush, because the cards show that the true encounter will come only once you release the need to fill voids. Love is not a crutch, it is a bridge between free souls. In work, The stars indicate opportunities that seemed blocked. A project you thought lost begins to resurface, or someone who once did not believe in you now recognizes your value. Prepare yourself, for an unexpected offer may arrive that could change the course of your days. But remember, Virgo, analyze well, for not every open door leads to the temple. Some are tests to sharpen your discernment. In finances, the card of the Ace of Pentacles appears with force. Money begins to flow, but the advice is clear. Do not squander it on the unnecessary, for abundance is sustained by balance. The universe wants to teach you that prosperity is not only about accumulating, but about learning to give and receive in harmony. Your sacred color in this cycle is emerald green, symbol of healing, hope, and connection with prosperity. When you wear this color, visualize your aura expanding and repelling all energy of scarcity. Your numbers of power are 7, 11, 21, and 33. Repeat them in your meditations, play with them, because they are not mere digits, they are energetic keys that will open portals of synchronicity on your path. And the spiritual energy surrounding you is that of Archangel Raphael, the divine healer, who reminds you that not only your body deserves healing, but also your thoughts, emotions, and memories. Call upon him when you feel the wound is greater than your strength, for he will come with a balm of light. Virgo, before closing this first part, let me repeat your decree, because each time you hear it, it grows stronger within you. I break the chains of doubt and reclaim the freedom of my spirit. Do not forget, this is not a mere piece of advice, it is a mandate from the universe. And when you declare it, you are moving forces your eyes may not see, but your soul will surely feel. Virgo, the universe now shows me a deeper vision, as if an invisible door were opening before your eyes. Do you know why you have felt so much exhaustion in recent months? It is not only physical, it is spiritual. You have been carrying energies that are not yours, thoughts planted by others that poison your clarity, emotions you absorbed without realizing it. Like a sponge of sensitivity, you often give yourself to the duty of helping, but you forget that not everything you take in belongs to you. The card of the devil appears in your reading, not as a threat but as a mirror. It says, "Look where you have allowed others to tie you with their chains." It is not always a specific person. Sometimes it is habits, beliefs, even memories you continue repeating like an echo that should have long faded away. Virgo, how long will you go on carrying burdens that were never yours to bear? Hasn't the time come to let go? Here the force of your decree returns, the one that opens your path with light. I break the chains of doubt and reclaim the freedom of my spirit. Every time you pronounce it, you tear away another link of that invisible prison. For the prison is not outside, it is in your mind, in the repetition of phrases like, "I can't, it's not for me, I'm lacking something." That language was planted in you by those who feared your greatness, and now it is your task to transform it into affirmation, certainty, and faith. Virgo, divine justice continues to manifest clearly in your reading. I see that soon someone who deceived you, used you, or spoke behind your back will be unmasked. And you will not need to do anything. The universe itself will lift the veil and let everyone see the truth. It will be painful for them, but liberating for you. Remember this: what is hidden cannot remain in darkness forever. The moment of revelation always comes. And in the meantime, the stars whisper to me, do not worry about what you lose, for everything that detaches from your life now is what no longer served your purpose. Like a tree in autumn, you shed leaves that seemed part of you but were only preventing you from blooming again in spring. What departs is what never had true roots. The tarot now shows the chariot, symbol of progress, determination, and victory. And its message is clear. Nothing can stop the destiny already written for you. No matter how many try to block your path, your purpose is stronger than any obstacle. The chariot advances, Virgo, and you hold the reins. Here I want to give you a truth you may have forgotten. Your mind is a sacred temple. What you think, you create. What you imagine, you attract. And although sometimes your own perfectionism becomes your enemy, remember you don't need to do everything perfectly. You only need to act with faith. The perfection you seek outside is already being born within you. Now listen closely to what the stars reveal. In love comes a stage of revelation. If you harbor feelings for someone and have silenced them out of fear, the time is coming when that truth will emerge. It may not be you who speaks it. Perhaps the universe will provoke a meeting or a sign impossible to ignore. And if your heart is already committed, the coming days will bring intense conversations that define the relationship's direction. Do not fear what is spoken with sincerity, for truth never destroys, it only liberates. In the realm of work, a significant change appears on the horizon. It is no coincidence you feel something no longer fits in your routine, that your soul is asking for more. The universe hears that call and will place a new proposal, a different project, an idea that could transform your reality, in your path. Some will say taking the risk is not sensible, but remember, abundance does not come to those who settle, it comes to those who trust. In finances, the card of the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor. This signals a cycle of renewal. Where there was once scarcity, prosperity begins to flow. It may arrive as a pending payment, unexpected money, or even an opportunity to invest in something that later brings great fruit. But be cautious, do not be carried away by haste. Fortune remains stable when handled with patience. Your spiritual energy is lifted by the vibration of Archangel Michael, warrior of light, who tells you, "You are not alone, I cut the ties that will not let you move forward." You can invoke him every morning by imagining a sword of blue fire cutting bonds of envy, fear, or dependence. Repeat within yourself, "I am protected, nothing can stand against me." Virgo, the message is clear. What is coming to you is not small, it is grand, majestic. But to receive it you must keep your heart open and your faith burning. The universe does not give treasures to those who doubt, it gives them to those who rise and declare, "I am ready." I want you to feel again the force of this decree. Repeat it with me. I break the chains of doubt and reclaim the freedom of my spirit. Write it down if you must, because each time you do, you create a circle of light around you. And now, Virgo, I want you to remember something very important. This message did not reach you in vain. If you have received it, it is because heavenly forces know you are prepared for a 180-degree turn in your life. Yes, you read that right. A complete shift that will transform what seemed lost into victory, what seemed empty into fullness, what seemed impossible into miracle. As an act of gratitude and commitment to yourself, give a like to this message. Do it not out of habit, but as a pact with the universe, as a way of saying, "I accept the signs, I give thanks for the guidance, and I open myself to receive more blessings." In doing so, you not only show support, but you also activate within yourself the energy of expansion, because gratitude always multiplies what is received. Virgo, the days ahead will be intense, but within that intensity lies your opportunity to awaken. Do not fear, for the universe never gives trials greater than what you can face. And you, beloved child of earth and stars, are destined to overcome, to shine, to be reborn. Virgo, at this moment the stars lean toward you as if they wished to whisper directly into your ear. The universe shows me that you are stepping into a decisive threshold, a passage where the tests intensify, but also where glory begins to take form. It is no coincidence that you feel life placing you before deeper dilemmas, for only those with the mission to transform what they touch face such demanding roads. You are one of them, and that is why this message reaches you at the exact time. The cards reveal the presence of the Tower, symbol of structures falling. At first glance, it seems like a warning of destruction, but in truth, it is a blessing in disguise. Virgo, what collapses now is not to punish you. It is to free you. You have held on with effort to situations, people, or jobs that no longer resonated with your truth. How many times have you whispered to yourself, "I can't take this anymore," yet continued to endure? The universe heard your cry, and now it chooses to remove what no longer serves you so you don't have to carry it any longer. It may hurt, yes, for losing the familiar always brings fear. But hear this. What departs was never yours, and what comes is what you always deserved. And here comes the warning. Do not try to cling to what the universe has already decided to release. If you cling, the pain will be greater. If you flow, you will soon discover that behind that collapse lies a new horizon. Fresh, open, full of opportunities. Virgo, I also see hidden enemies who silently rejoice at your stumbles. They smile to your face, but inside they burn with envy of your light. Do not grant them more power than they deserve, for their joy will be short-lived. The universe does not leave any act unbalanced, and justice always arrives. Those who believe they weaken you will soon witness your rising. They thought they could extinguish your flame, but they did not know your fire comes from ancient stars, impossible to extinguish. Here I remind you of the decree that tears veils and opens your path. I break the chains of doubt and reclaim the freedom of my spirit. Each time someone tries to sow fear or mistrust in you, remember this phrase. Do not say it softly. Say it with force. Say it as one breaking a shackle. Say it as one claiming their rightful place in the world. The tarot now shows me the star, and that fills me with emotion, for it announces hope, guidance, and miracles. Virgo, after the trials comes the light that guides you. The star speaks to me of dreams you had tucked away, almost resigned to believe they would never come true. But the universe says, those dreams were not whims, they were sacred seeds. Now they will begin to sprout. Can you feel it? Everything that once seemed impossible rearranges itself to become real. In love, the star announces deep healing. If you have wept for someone, those tears were not in vain. They were the cleansing needed for a purer, more conscious love to arrive, one aligned with you. If you already have a partner, a rebirth is on the horizon, as if the relationship were being given a second chance under new light. But listen, Virgo. This time it will not be under silent sacrifices, but under truth and transparency. For the star does not tolerate what is hidden. It only flourishes in authenticity. In work, the star's energy shows you will receive recognition. That which cost you so much effort will finally be valued, not only by those close to you but by figures who can open unexpected doors. It may be a boss, a partner, or even someone who has been silently observing your constancy from afar. Prepare yourself, for soon you will hear words confirming what you already knew. Your work did not go unnoticed. In finances, the star brings blessings. They may manifest as new income, an investment opportunity, or even the cancellation of a debt that weighed heavily on you. The message is clear. Trust, for the universe has mysterious ways of giving you what you need at the precise moment. Virgo, amid all this I want you to remember to write in the comments the phrase I gave you earlier, for it is your seal, your pact with the universe. I am ready to open myself to positive change. Writing it is not a simple gesture. It is an act of manifestation. Each written word vibrates in the universe and returns multiplied. And here comes another invitation, Virgo. As an act of gratitude, give this message a like. Do it with intention, not as an empty gesture. By pressing that small symbol, you are saying, I am grateful, I receive, I multiply. And the universe, which always responds to gratitude, will open even more portals of blessings for you. Now let us speak of your spirit, for the cards are not only about the material. The presence of Archangel Uriel reveals itself, bearer of divine light that illuminates dark paths. Uriel comes to say, do not fear the changes, for I will show you the way. In your meditations, imagine a golden fire lighting your steps, dissolving every doubt. That fire does not only shine, it transforms whatever it touches, turning pain into wisdom. Virgo, listen. Destiny is already written, but the way you live it depends on your faith. If you doubt, the roads become heavier. If you trust, everything flows with ease. What will you choose? The star is already shining above you, but you must lift your eyes to see it. Your protective color in this phase is sapphire blue, color of calm, trust, and spiritual connection. Wear it on days of uncertainty, and you will feel your mind quiet and your heart find answers. Your numbers of power in this stage are 4, 9, 16, and 44. Numbers that remind you of stability, endings that open beginnings, and divine protection. Virgo, before closing this part, the stars show me a powerful scene, a sunrise after a storm. The sky still has clouds, but the light begins to break through. That image is you right now. You may still see remnants of the tempest, but nothing will stop the dawn. And so I give you your decree once more, so that you say it with strength in this very moment. I break the chains of doubt and reclaim the freedom of my spirit. Feel how each word resonates in your chest. Feel how the universe hears and responds. Virgo, I feel an intense vibration around you, as if the universe had decided to open portals that once seemed closed. This is not an ordinary time. It is a time of revelations, of choices, of awakening. The stars and the cards show me that you are being prepared for a rebirth, and that the strength of your spirit will be more evident than ever. The card that now appears is Judgment, and it carries a powerful message. The past has no hold over you anymore. Everything you have done, everything you have learned, every tear, every mistake, every triumph, unites in this instant to give you a new beginning. Judgment is not punishment. It is a calling. It is the universe saying, awaken, Virgo, for your hour has come. And that hour is not of fear, but of blossoming. Yet with this awakening also comes a warning. There are external voices that will try to confuse you, to make you believe you still owe debts, that you do not deserve what is coming. These voices are reflections of your own insecurities, and you can no longer give them space. The universe does not want you bound by invisible chains anymore. It wants you to use your wings. So repeat with me, now stronger than ever. I break the chains of doubt and reclaim the freedom of my spirit. This decree is your shield, your key, and your sacred weapon. When you declare it, you close the door to manipulation and open the door to purpose. Virgo, hidden enemies still appear in your cards, but now I see them weaker, more exposed. Those who fed on your energy will discover that their power fades the moment you recognize yourself as master of your light. The universe will not allow injustice to reign forever. An unexpected twist will come, an act of divine justice that will show everyone who is who. Do not seek revenge, Virgo, for your victory will not be in the land of envy, but on the summit of truth. And speaking of victory, I now see the card of the world, the culmination of a cycle and the beginning of another in fullness. This card tells me that what you have long awaited will finally be fulfilled. It may be a dream achieved, a goal reached, a journey that transforms, or a union of souls that transcends. The world announces wholeness, and Virgo, you are destined to live it. In love, this wholeness manifests as a deeper union. If you have a partner, the coming days will bring moments of understanding and complicity that once seemed lost. If you are single, someone approaches with whom you will feel an extraordinary bond, as if your soul recognized them before your mind does. The love that comes will not be of chains, it will be of wings. In work, the world announces great achievements. A goal you have been working toward for months, even years, finally bears fruit. It is a cycle closing successfully, but also a reminder. Do not settle into comfort, for behind every achievement lies a new challenge. Your soul is too vast to remain in one place. In finances, abundance multiplies. The world shows expansion, opportunities from afar, connections with people from other places that bring prosperity. This is the time to think big, Virgo, for your possibilities now have no limits. Your sacred color in this phase is gold, symbol of royalty, abundance, and victory. Wear this color when you need to remember your worth, for gold does not tarnish, it always shines, just like your essence. Your numbers of power here are 8, 12, 28, and 88. Numbers of abundance, karmic justice, and cycles that close to open better ones. Now listen to what the stars reveal for your spirit. The energy of Archangel Gabriel, divine messenger, who comes to announce good news. Gabriel invites you to open your ears, for soon you will hear words that will change your life. A proposal, a confession, a confirmation you have been waiting for. Stay alert, Virgo, for these will not be coincidences. They will be direct answers to your prayers. I want you to write once more in the comments the phrase I gave you before, for it is your pact with the universe and your reminder of openness. I am ready to open myself to positive change. Writing it is not just a gesture, it is an act of manifestation. Each word written vibrates in the universe and returns multiplied. And Virgo, remember to give thanks. Like lighting a candle at an altar, give this message a like, not as a habit, but with intention. Every time you give thanks, the portals of blessings open even wider. Virgo, the coming days appear as a crossroads. There will be choices that mark your destiny, and although some may try to plant doubt, your intuition will guide you. Do not fear choosing, for there is no error when you act from the heart. The stars also show me that your spiritual energy is rising to higher planes. Your dreams will grow more vivid, your intuitions clearer. Pay attention to the signs. A song repeating, a number appearing everywhere, a seemingly casual encounter. All of this is the universe speaking to you. Virgo, your destiny is great. The universe would not have placed so many trials before you if it did not know you were capable of overcoming them. Remember, gold is purified in the fire, and you, who have passed through so many flames, now shine brighter than ever. Before closing this part, listen well. Victory is yours. Abundance is yours. True love is yours. And the universe has already decreed it. You need only remain firm in faith, in trust, in gratitude. And once more repeat with me, for this decree is your eternal seal. I break the chains of doubt and reclaim the freedom of my spirit. Say it like one shouting from the mountaintop. Say it like one who knows nothing can stop them. Say it like one destined to triumph. Virgo, you have reached the end of this spiritual journey, but remember, it is not an ending, it is a beginning. If you have read until here, if your heart has resonated with these words, it is because your soul was ready to receive this message. Nothing was coincidence. The universe chose this very moment to deliver the truth you needed to hear. The cards now show me the sun once again, confirming what was already revealed before. Victory, clarity, and abundance. This card, the brightest of all, comes as the final promise. Virgo, no matter how dark the night has been, the dawn is inevitable. The sun shines upon you, and nothing and no one can dim its brilliance. The sun speaks of love returned, of sincere encounters, of relationships that bloom in authenticity. If you had lost faith in love, it now rises again, purer and more real. It is not about loves that chain or limit, but about a love that expands, that uplifts, that ignites your spirit. And if you already have a partner, The sun confirms that together you will find renewal, a path of hope and joy. In finances, the sun is multiplied abundance. Your efforts begin to bear fruit in a more visible way, and the stage of stability you so longed for finally arrives. It is confirmation that your discipline, your constancy, and your faith were never in vain. In work, the sun announces public recognition, success, even the possibility of leading a project or receiving a promotion that once seemed far away. The doors open, Virgo, and this time they will not close again. In spirit, the sun is clarity. Fears dissolve, doubts transform into certainties, and what once seemed chaotic now gains meaning. You will understand why you endured so many trials, and you will realize that every wound was a seed of your power. Your final color is radiant white, symbol of purity, new beginnings, and divine protection. White opens all roads, for it contains all the colors of light. Your numbers of power in this final stage are 1, 10, 19, and 100. The beginning, the culmination, the illumination, and the wholeness. Virgo, in this closing, I want you to remember to write in the comments the phrase that has been your key throughout this message. I am ready to open myself to positive change. In writing it, you seal a pact with the universe, confirming that you are not afraid and declaring that you are prepared to receive what you deserve. And remember also to give thanks. Give this message a like, not only as a gesture but as a silent decree of gratitude. For every time you give thanks, you multiply what you have received. Do it as one lights a candle, as one opens their hands to the sky. Now listen well, Virgo. Hidden enemies no longer hold power over you. Divine justice has spoken, and your victory is inevitable. What comes for you is abundance, true love, and success. Do not doubt anymore, for doubt is the only shadow that could stop you. So, one last time, repeat with me with strength, with certainty, with faith. I break the chains of doubt and reclaim the freedom of my spirit. Say it and feel your soul expand. Feel the doors opening. Feel the universe respond. Virgo, this was not just any message. It was a calling, a revelation, a prophecy. And now that you have received it, your task is to walk with courage, gratitude, and trust. For the future ahead is not small. It is magnificent. Always remember, you were not here by chance. You were here because the universe willed it so. I bid you farewell with an embrace of light, Virgo. May love, abundance, and victory always accompany you. And may every step you take be guided by the certainty that you are destined to shine.